What is up? What is up? Hey, confidence catchers. I'm coming into the group not too long today. I just wanted to jump in here and share a message with you, share a quick story with you that I think is going to be a benefit to a lot of you, especially because of the time of the year we're in right now and the things that a lot of us are working on. So I'm going to give it a few minutes. First of all, just going to invite some people here. I'm going to give it a few minutes and invite some people here. Then I'll introduce myself. All right. Hold on. We're sending out the invitations. Hold up. Who else? Okay, so hi and happy Thursday. Hey Stephanie, I'm coming to you today because I want to talk to you guys about being in a mastermind. What it's like being in a mastermind. First of all, if you don't know who I am, my name is Cena Martin, and I am the creator and the founder of this community, the Confidence Catchers community. I'm also the creator and founder of this group, this Facebook group. And what I do is I am a consultant. I'm a success and confidence coach. What I do is I primarily help women become much more confident, catch their confidence, and heal from emotional abuse so that they can stop accepting other people's opinions and realities as their own. And in the process of me doing that, in the process of me learning how to be more confident in myself, learning how to start and grow and maintain a six-figure online business, and the different things that I have done over the years since 2014 when I started my entrepreneurial journey, I have learned the value of having a very close-knit and closed group of people around you that you can trust, people who are supporting you in your journey, people who are working towards similar goals as you. That's very, very important. And I know a lot of us who are online, or a lot of you, I should say, who are online, maybe you're not running a business, maybe you're just trying to work on your personal development. A lot of you are in this group because you want to learn how to be more confident. So a lot of the times you're working on these goals, but you're doing it by yourself. You're not really surrounding yourself with other people too often who are able to help you hold yourself accountable. And I wanted to come and talk to you about that today. So I'm just going to share my story about my first time being in a mastermind and what it was like and why I really believe everybody should join a mastermind at least once. So I invited some people over. I'm going to get started. And if you're watching this live, go ahead and put your name and where you're tuning in from, city, state, country, in the comments below so I can shout you out and I can say thank you for being here. If you're watching this on a replay, put hashtag replay below so that I can, again, thank you for being here. And just a little bit of house cleaning. This live stream will be for you, and it is for you if you're that person who is staring at the end of this year and you are frustrated with some of the things you didn't get done. You didn't achieve all of your goals. You missed a couple of things. You missed the ball in some areas that you really felt like this was your season to knock it out the park, but you didn't. And you're looking at your life, which it could be your personal development or your goals in your business, like, wow, I really need to get more assured in myself. I really need to get my strategies together. I really need to figure out what it is that I'm missing so that I can take this thing to the next level. And if that's you and you're struggling with doing that, this live stream is going to help you tremendously. So make sure you're paying attention. Tag someone else in the group who you know could benefit from this information, or feel free to share it. Feel free to share it privately in a private message with someone you know who may benefit from this as well, okay? Please do not share this video outside of this group, okay? All right, so let me just dig in. First of all, I want to talk to you about what a mastermind is to begin with, because you may not know, you may have never heard of it before, or you may have heard of it, but you didn't have a detailed description of what a mastermind is in the first place. So, a mastermind is really just when you, one second, a mastermind is when you get into a private group of power players or power people. This could be, for example, some of you have done Toastmasters before. Toastmasters could be considered like a mastermind for speakers, right? Or let's say you have a group of friends who are also authors. A lot of you in this group are authors. And you have a private group of power players in your community or wherever you live who are also authors, and they want to take their author businesses to the next level. That can be a mastermind. So it's basically a very private group, usually like 10 to sometimes 15 maybe people who are a part of this private group who meet on a frequent basis, and they really put their skills together, they put their expertise together, they put their networks together, and they create bigger results in their individual lives, in their individual industries, in their businesses, and in their projects, because they're moving as a unit. They're moving as one, and they're pooling all of their resources together, and they're moving in one direction towards a common goal and a common objective, right? So that's really a mastermind. So I want to tell you about my first time being in a mastermind, and I'm going to share this story with you because I don't know if I ever shared this story on video. Anyway, I'm going to share this story with you about my first time being in a mastermind, and it was so awesome because this was when I was first getting introduced to the world of network marketing. If you know my story, I started this entrepreneur journey in network marketing. That was my first time getting introduced to it. And my first time ever being in a mastermind, it was basically my team. My first little team that I didn't create the team. I actually joined into a team. And a few of us were on the East Coast. I had a really good, at the time, friend who was in New York. And then we had a couple of members who were in like southern states. Some of them were in, like Georgia. And then we had a couple of West Coast members who were out near California area. And we had a mastermind, and we would meet. At that point, sometimes we met daily on like Google Hangouts. That's when, Google Hangouts was really popular. Zoom wasn't around yet. And we didn't use Skype. We used Google Hangouts, and we would meet sometimes daily if we could, sometimes 2 or 3 times a week, and we would literally mastermind. So what happened was I ended up joining this company that I was really interested. I saw the potential. I loved it. And I felt like this was something that I could create a lot of success with. And I ended up getting hooked up with the rest of these members of the mastermind through another person that I was in the company with. We were teammates. So I got introduced to the rest of these other teammates, and we decided, wow, maybe we should link up. And it was like maybe 7 of us, right? And we were like, maybe we should just link up and kind of move as a unit, and we can create this brand together where we can, when we share, when we market online, when we do things like that, we're all saying the same message. We all have the same beliefs and values, and we're all doing this business for the same reason. So we could probably team up and come up with different marketing ideas and all of this stuff. And I thought it was so cool because I had never done this. I had never seen this really done. And like I said, I was brand new to network marketing. So I thought it was really cool. And I thought it was awesome to have these other brains to piggyback off of as we were, promoting our businesses. So, with that said, I can remember for almost a year, we would meet up, like I said, 2 to 3 times a week on Google Hangouts. Everybody would get online, and usually it was late. Everybody was in different time zones. So for me, it would be like, 10 o'clock at night, sometimes 11 o'clock at night. And I mean, we would stay on the Hangouts for hours. I can remember being on Google Hangouts till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning with these mastermind members of mine, just, oh gosh, building out marketing templates. And we used to create different resources for our team, and we would make fast track booklets and ebooks, and we would create all of these things to help the people that we were bringing into the business be successful. And it really worked, because I remember at one time sponsoring, and I don't do this anymore. I'm not in any type of like MLM or whatever anymore. But I can remember how useful it was because people would come to our presentations and people would come to our different events, and they were so inspired, not even by the business, but just by the way we were moving as a team and the way we were moving as a unit. And they would see how close we were and how we had created all of these resources together. And a lot of times that alone sold them on joining us in the particular companies. It was really awesome. And I had a particular member who, he got started with me in the business, and he ended up being with us about a year. And, you know, that was my first time creating what you would call residual income. That was my first, sorry guys, I had an alarm go off. That was my first experience creating residual income. And I don't think I would have gotten that experience so quickly. Being so brand new, I don't even think I was a year into network marketing when I had gotten the experience of training somebody, building up a team, and creating residual income in such a short amount of time. If I wasn't with that mastermind, if I wasn't with that group of power players, they really just made the learning curve so much shorter, and it helped so much because I was a part of it. So, you know, long story short, that really changed the game for me. That mastermind helped me go from a single mom on public assistance, okay, not doing well, not making a lot of money, just trying to get by. I had low confidence. I wasn't sure about could you imagine? I wasn't sure about my ability to sell or my ability to build a team. I was so not confident in my abilities to do that. And that mastermind helped me pull all of those limiting thoughts and limiting beliefs out, and helped me transform into this bold coach who could book clients and who could, you know, build a team and who could really help people as they were joining my businesses and things like that. And then it led me into being a place where I was able to create a great income online, and, you know, as you can see now, travel the world and just go to different places with my family. So the transformation really began in that mastermind. It did change my life, and I was so grateful for the things that I learned and the experience I had about working with a tight unit of people on that level, moving towards a common goal. Because, I mean, the success was astronomical when 7 minds came together and we were working on the same exact thing. And I share that with you to say, you know, the 3 things I can remember I really did while in that group was, first of all, I came to it with an open mind, knowing that I was bringing value to the table. I didn't come to the group with the mindset that I was a part of this group, and there were people in the group who were more successful than me. There were people in the group who had built teams before and all of that. And like I told you, I was brand new, but I came to it knowing I was bringing value. I wasn't there to just take and see what I could take. I was there to see what I could give and what I could add, right? What I could bring to the table. That was the first thing. The second thing was I put in my fair share of work. When we were like I told you, some nights I was up till 3 a.m. And I'm not telling you to do that. That was just, you know, in the beginning, I was a rookie new entrepreneur and I really didn't know any better. And I thought that's what it took, which sometimes it does, was staying up late and, you know, losing sleep and all of that. And in the beginning, like I said, sometimes it really does take that. But I can remember staying up till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, creating resources for our team. We used to do trainings together. So when the company would come out with a new training or a new product line or whatever, we stayed up together, and all of us would sit there on the Google Hangout at 1 a.m. watching the new 1-hour training because we were hungry. We wanted to know how to be successful. We needed to hear from the millionaires and from the six-figure earners in the business how to do this and how to get there. And we wanted to know how they thought, their mindset. So we would study the trainings together. We just moved as one. And the second thing I can remember is always showing up to do the work. I always showed up to do the work. The third and the last thing was I let other people know who were joining me on the journey that this is how you want to move with your own people. So basically what I said is, you see what I'm doing with this group of people, with our mastermind, how we work together, how we train together, how we move together, how we create together. That's what you need to do with your people. I paid attention to duplicating the success, copying the right cat, right? And that put me in a position where people that were joining me and people that were coming into the business with me, they were doing what I was doing. You know, people do 50% of what you do and 100% of what you don't. They do 50% of what you do and 100% of what you don't. So if you are being an example to your clients, to your customers, and like I said, I'm not just talking to business owners here, but most of the time, that's kind of the people you will see joining masterminds first. But this could also apply to you if you're going through personal development growth and you just want to be a more confident person and you want to be able to step out of your box so you can go after whatever it is you're trying to go after in your life that's going to require you to be more confident. Even if that's the case and you see a person who exudes that confidence and a person who is not afraid to speak their mind and go after what they want to go after, then you have to copy the right cat. And you have to duplicate what you see that person doing. So that was the third thing I really focused on when I was in my very first mastermind, is the duplication. And because I stuck to those three things, I kept moving and I kept going and I kept going, and the success kept coming and the results kept coming and it kept getting bigger and I kept learning more. And the next thing you knew, you know, I was off to the races, and you can see 4 years later how things turned out and where I ended up. So, you know, with that said, I just wanted to share that with you. I truly believe that every single person who is wanting to get to some level or wanting to move through some type of block or wanting to, you know, hit some level in their business. And I'm going to give you an example. I want to work on being more confident when I go speak, because if you saw last year, I've begun to do professional speaking, right? As a consultant and as a coach, and this year coming up, a few other things that you're going to see coming out. I want to be more confident in that. So I have a circle of women right now that I'm a part of, who are helping me who are helping me do that. And I'm also taking action to be a part of other groups in my community of people who are actively speaking, actively in the industry, actively doing the things so that I can be around those people and mastermind with them. You got to get around people who are doing what you want, or you're not going to do what it is you want to do, period. Right? So that's the route that I'm taking, and that's the route that I'm going. And I wanted to share this with you before I go. I'm right now starting and implementing a mastermind of my own. And my mastermind is going to consist of 10 women. And Ruby just popped on here. Hey, Ruby, she's one of the ones who are in the mastermind. So, but I'm having a mastermind with just 10 people, right? Just 10 people who are hungry to get to that next step of where they're trying to go in 2019. And I mean hungry. I'm very selective about who's going to be a part of this mastermind. Very selective. There's a few members already in, and I've been vibing with them for a couple years. Like I said, Ruby's one. And we're going to move toward this thing to the next level together. Let me tell you this. I have in the past 24 months created a lifestyle where, you know, my family is happy. We hit obstacles, but we overcome them pretty quickly. My son is happy in homeschooling. You know, my business is growing the way I want. I'm becoming more confident in the things I want to become more confident in. And you always hear me say this, I've hit my 6 figures. So my goal for 2019, and I'm only telling you guys this here in this private group, my goal for 2019 is to double what I did in the past 24 months. So my goal next year is to earn $250,000 in my business. But for me to do that, I have to be in a mastermind around people who also have that mind that that's where they're trying to go. They want 6 figures or multiple 6 figures. I have to be around that. I'm around that, which is why you guys saw me travel the past weekend to be around other women who are already doing it. I have to get around it. I understand that. I need to bring value to the table. I need to duplicate what I see. So I'm literally giving you the steps of what I did in my very first mastermind and what I'm getting ready to do now to hit that goal that I'm trying to hit in 2019. So if that's you and that's where you are, oh no, I got kicked off. If that's you and that's where you are and that's what you want to do, then you and I need to talk, because this mastermind is open for enrollment now, the one I have going, and it's called the Success Mastermind. It's only Sorry, 1 second, guys. There's only 10 spaces, but 3 of those are gone. So there's only a few spaces left. And by the end of today, we'll probably only have maybe 3 or 4 spots left. So if you want to be a part of this mastermind, I'm going to put the link in the comments below, and I'm going to go off of this live stream. But if you want to work toward that goal, or a goal that's similar, like I said, maybe you just want to be confident, maybe you just want to increase your business, maybe you want other people to bounce ideas off of, or whatever the case is, and you need it, and you need that, then you really need to be a part of this community and this group that we have going on. The mastermind is $100 a month. That's it. That's it. To be around other people who are walking on the same path that you're walking on, and can give you ideas and can give you feedback about what it is you're trying to build. So if that is more valuable to you than anything else, there's some bonuses and there's some other things included that I'm not going to all share here. But if you want full details about what the mastermind is, click the link I'm going to put in the comments below. Read more about it. Get started if this is what you want to do. Once the spots are gone, it's gone. I'm not opening this up for another year. I'm not opening it up for another year. And if our mastermind members stay, which they will, if our mastermind members stay, it might not open up for longer than that. So if you know this is where you need to be, you need to go ahead and get started today with this, okay? Any questions, send me a message. I'll see you guys soon. Like I said, tag somebody in the group who may need this video, or if you see somebody who wants to share, if you know somebody who could benefit from this video, share it with them privately in Messenger. Please don't share this on your pages outside of the group. All right? Okay, guys, so I'll talk to you soon. Bye.